Howdy! This is Part 101, Lesson 2, and I'm Dave Hook. This lesson deals with 14 CFR Part 101, Subpart E, the special rule for model aircraft. Specifically, we'll look at Paragraph A, aircraft being flown strictly for hobby or recreational use. Here's what the FAA says concerning hobby and recreational use. Recreational or hobby UAS use is flying for enjoyment and not for work, business purposes, or for compensation of hire. The FAA relied on the ordinary dictionary definition of these terms. UAS use for hobby is a pursuit outside one's regular occupation engaged in especially for relaxation. UAS use for recreation is refreshment of strength and spirits after work, a means of refreshment or division. There are two ways that someone can begin today and legally fly a non-military, non-government-owned, what's termed civil use, drone in the air. The first way is the simplest, and that is flying under the regulations of Part 101, what we're focusing on now. The second way is to fly under the regulations of Part 107. This means taking a written airman's knowledge test for commercial drone pilots. Flying under these rules of Part 107, you can fly for business or fly for recreation. The FAA sometimes refers to drone pilots flying under Part 107 as operators. It's important to know what the purpose behind the flight actually is. Is the flight being flown for recreation, or is it being flown for some commercial purpose? If there is some benefit that someone other than the flyer of the model aircraft or drone receives from the flight, then the flight is probably commercial, not recreational. Let's look at a common pitfall that I have observed some drone flyers fall into. A drone pilot flies their aircraft with the intention of providing the recorded aerial imagery to someone else. They provide the photos and videos to that third party, but accept no payment, goods, or services in return. Because they received nothing in return, they believe that they did not fly a commercial flight. However, because the flight was not conducted for hobby or recreational purposes, they most likely did fly their drone for a commercial purpose. They just decided that the price of their services was zero. Be honest with yourself. If you're not flying for your personal pleasure, you're probably not flying for hobby or recreation. So be careful. Our next lesson gets into Paragraph B of Part 101, where we'll look at the nationwide organization mentioned in the regulation. That's it for now. This is Dave saying cheers from the Alamo. Over and out.